Hey, welcome back to King Cole TV, guys. And today they released the new expansion reveal. So we're gonna go over a brief overview of everything that has to offer, a lot of the new cards that have been revealed, and some of the new keywords. I'm super pumped about this expansion. I've always been excited about the Titans and when they were going to be implemented into Hearthstone, so I can't wait to see all of the mechanics and all of the cards once they are finally revealed. But we're going to go over everything that they have announced today. So let's get on with the video. Guys, if you like my content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you want to see when I post videos, and I do post videos every single day. So this is the page, guys. If you want to check this out, just go over to hearthstone.com, hit the cards, and then hit Titans, and then you will be able to see all of this information and everything else it has to offer. So a few things I'd like to point out is the new keywords. The new keyword is Titan, and the way the Titans work is they are legendaries and they have 3 extra abilities, kind of like a location. So we can go over that right here. So this one, Titan, after you use an ability, summon a 5/5 ancient with taunt. So each Titan has its own specific ability. Other Titans do other things, but this one summons a 5/5 ancient with taunt after it uses one of its abilities. And one of its abilities is spontaneous growth. Draw a card until your hand is full. We have restore your hero to full health and flourish, refresh your mana crystals. And this is the timeless ancient. So the way it works, guys, like I said, it's like a location, but it has health points. So think about a location that could be killed. And if your opponent doesn't kill these Titans, it's very bad news for them. Mainly because you're just going to keep doing insane things, because all of these abilities are insane. Draw cards until your hand is full. For aggressive druids, this is insane. Most of the time, druids just want to draw their whole deck anyway, so they get their combo cards. Restore your hero to full health. Again, a ridiculous ability. So this can save you in a pinch, and then explains why this card is at 10 mana. That ridiculous mana cost for all of these insane things that this card does. And the only time a Titan can attack is after all 3 of its abilities have been used up, because you can only use one of the abilities one time per game, or per when you summon the Titan. So super cool keyword, super cool effect, and I think that this is definitely a mechanic that is worthy of the Titan name and all of that. And every class is going to get a Titan legendary. Then they're going to get legendary keepers. A Titan infused the keepers with the power to develop and watch over the fledging planet. Is that what that is? So pretty much just like the basic legendary that every class is going to get. But they do amazing things, and we'll go over those when I go over more of the cards for the expansion that have been revealed. And then the other new keyword, or more of the mechanical keyword, is Forge. So Forge is it's kind of like tradable. So when you click on the card, you drag it over your deck, and you spend 2 mana to pretty much forge the card or upgrade the card and make it do something better. Pretty much, it just upgrades the card and makes it better than what it is right now. So an example of that is this one right here. Actually is the Forge card. So draw a choose one card, or Forge. It has both effects combined. So if you forge it, it's pretty much a 3 mana card that draws you a card that has both choose one effects combined with it. I know it's a little confusing, but that is what the Forge mechanic does. The other keyword, the returning keyword, is magnetic, and we already knew that this was going to be returning because they did add Ziliax into that core set and other magnetic cards into the core set. I'm super excited for this one just because I like the magnetic. I like that magnetic keyword, that magnetic mechanic. I think it made the game really fun when it came out. I think it came out in the Boomsday Project. Leave a comment if that's wrong, and I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty positive it came out in that Boomsday expansion. Other than that, that is pretty much all of the new stuff. If you log in right now, you can get Prisoners of Yogg-Saron, and so that's logging in anytime from now until the expansion comes out, or just in general until the expansion is pretty much over. So you guys have a long time to do that, especially if you continuously play Hearthstone. But if you don't, definitely log in and get this free legendary card. It's pretty neat. I think for the mana cost, it's kind of crazy. because it's choose a character and cast 4 random spells on it. And one of those spells could be Pyroblast. So you're going to be spending 7 mana on a card to potentially just kill your own minion, but it does have crazy upsides as well. So definitely a high rolly card, super fun, and I'm definitely going to be playing it in some of the decks to come, just throwing it in there as a random card to make the game a lot more fun. Definitely something to look forward to. The new signature cards, it says the new signature look. It's definitely not the new. This is from like the last expansion, which I'm glad they're keeping it up because this looks amazing. And I can't wait to get my hands on some of these new signature cards because they look insane. Just look at that. Look at that beast of a giant. But something to look forward to is those new signature cards. And I do think in that new, the Mega Bundle that you could pre-purchase right now, you do get 1 signature card for free, plus a certain amount of legendaries, and you actually get Diamond Ziliax. They made a Diamond Ziliax, which is another thing that is something to look forward to if you do want to purchase that Mega Bundle, because his card animation is super cool. And who doesn't like a good Ziliax? So I'm glad they made him a Diamond. Let's just go over a few of these cards that are coming out. So we went over these two. Hunter has this is the, what is it called? I think it's like the Keepers, the Legendary Keepers. So Hunter has Hodiar, Father of the Giants. And it says battle cry, set the stats of the next 3 minions you play to 8/8. So think about having, playing this card on 8 and then having 2 rush minions that cost 1 mana. So you're making those rush minions, 8/8s with rush, so that's a big turn. So you're potentially going to be having 3 8/8s on board on turn 10, or playing this card and then having on turn 8 and then having a bigger setup in the turns to come. So super cool. This card I think is going to be really strong, but we'll just have to wait and see what else they add to what else they add from this expansion. This is the Inquisitive Creation for Mage. Battlecry, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions, improved by each spell school you've cast this game. So fire, frost, arcane, all that stuff. You can end up doing 7 damage with this card at the end of the day if you do play a card from every spell school. So super good board clear for Mage, and Mage definitely needed a better board clear. So I do think this card is interesting. It's super. This is the new Mage Titan, and this Titan's abilities are actually fairly insane from what I've seen, mainly because after you use an ability, double the power of the other abilities for this Titan, and its abilities are deal 5 damage. So that's doubled. So if you use that last, cast 1 random mage secret, that's doubled to 2, and then to 4, and then to 6. Or then to 8, but I think there's only 7 secrets. My bad, math is hard. Or enemy cards cost 1 more next turn, into 2 more next turn, into 4 more next turn. But this one can get up to 20 damage after you use these last 2. So it goes from 5 to 10 to 20. So that's 20 damage if this card ends up surviving. So the whole deal with Titans is you definitely want to just get rid of these Titans as soon as you've seen them and as fast as you can. And they really didn't put a way to actually like stop your opponent from killing them. So we'll see if Titans are good. They are super strong for what they do. And the deal with them is just that you want to kill them as soon as you see them, with any means necessary, pretty much. So the next one is we have Paladin cards. So the magnetic robot that we saw, after this attack, give a random minion in your hand +1/+1, which is, more hand buff for Paladin. So super niche mech for Paladin will be played. I do think so. Mech Paladin is a class right now that is actually doing pretty well. So this card just, enhances that, put more support for that. And this is the Legendary Keeper for Paladin, which is resurrect a 2, 3, and a 4 attack Paladin minion. So think about resurrecting your, the Dancing King, Kangor the Dancing King. And just in general, this is the first time Resurrect has been in Paladin as a class. So that's super cool in itself, and we'll see if this card is good. Resurrecting things on turns, so resurrecting 3 minions on turn 7, as I would say, is fairly strong, especially since this card is a 4/5. And I think just depending on the minions that you resurrect, it will really tell if this card is going to be good or not, or if those minions that you do. So you pretty much have to build your deck around. you don't necessarily have to build your deck around this card because there is a lot of minions that even Pure Paladin plays that have these attack stat lines that are really good. But if you do like big Paladin, it definitely can change that factor in how well this card does in that deck. So not necessarily building around it, just changing the effect of how good this card can be. And then the last card, oh, there's actually a few more they revealed. So for Rogue, they got the Magnetic Stealth, so you could save one of your mechs with a little spider. And I like the way they spelt it, spider, with the 3s and all that. So Magnetic Stealth for 1 turn. So think about playing a Ziliax on turn 5 and then playing this the next turn after to give him stealth after you attacked with him and got rid of that Divine Shield. So super neat. And for Warlock, we have choose a friendly minion, summon a giant with its stats, and rush. So this definitely goes with Warlock's niche of like summoning huge minions with a bunch of death rattles. And then if you have this on board, you're summoning a 5, let's say a 5/7 with rush, or a 10 an 11/11 with rush because you put a Thaddeus out on board kind of deal. So super strong, I think, for Warlock and that Thaddeus combo deck. But again, we'll see if anything else is added to make this card even stronger for Warlock. So next is the neutral cards. So this is the one that we did see, Cyclopean Rusher. Rush and Forge gain 3/2. So this card has the potential of becoming a 6/5 with Rush if you spend that 2 mana to forge it. Is this card good? I don't think so. It's a 5 mana 6/5 at the end of the day. So not really the strongest in my opinion, but you know, it's a good arena card. And this one is Fate Splitter. Get a copy of the card that killed this. This is interesting. Because it's interesting in a lot of ways. It's a 3/3, so it's not really a threat. So they're not gonna really try to. It's more of like a value generator, I would say. So you put in like a control priest, whatever kills this, you get a copy of that card. So even if it's a small minion, big minion, large minion, or a spell, you're gonna get a copy of that card. It could be good in aggro as well, because think about it, you play this on a turn before priest wants to play Whirlpool, you're gonna get that Whirlpool. Unless that silences it. I don't know if that Whirlpool silences it. I could be, or think about like a Corpse Explosion. So you play this before a Death Knight uses a Corpse Explosion. That's probably a better option to throw out there, a better example to throw out there, and then you get a Corpse Explosion at the end of the day. So good for, I would say, more good for control. Will this card actually see play? I don't know, but its card art's pretty neat because you could see it's like cutting the hair of Fate, and the first thing I think about is Hercules, the Disney movie. So super cool. There's the Prisoner of Yogg-Sothoth on location, and then Son of Hodiar. Battlecry, shuffle 4 8/8 giants into your deck that are summoned when drawn. So this card is actually super strong. Do I think it'll actually see play? Maybe in some combo cards. It does at the end of the day summon a bunch of stats. If you draw through your deck fast enough, it summons 4 8/8 giants, and math is kind of hard, but I'm pretty sure that's 32 in stats plus this one, so 40 in stats just right there that you potentially have now and in the future. Will this see competitive play? I don't think so, but it is a cool card. It's a cool little niche, I think, and it's another giant, so who isn't happy about that? But that is everything that's been revealed for the Titans expansion. And then the thing besides the bundles, but I did a brief overview of the bundles, so that is definitely everything that's been revealed for the Titans expansion today. I'm pumped about it. Leave in the comments down below if you guys are excited about it as well. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much. Leave a subscription down below, leave a like if you love my content, and I will see you in the next video.